Hello students, now we will begin with the chapter revenue. Already you have done the chapter cost. So cost is what the producer spends or the expenditure of the producer while producing a particular amount of output. But revenue is an amount which is spent by the consumer to buy a product, to purchase a product, but it becomes a revenue when it comes in the hands of a seller or a producer. So when you deduct the cost from this revenue, then it becomes profit. So we can say revenue of a firm are the sale receipts or the money receipts which a firm gets from selling its output in the market. So ਜਦੋਂ producer market ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ product ਹੈ ਉਹ sale ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ, then that money received from that output sale sold is called revenue. And when you deduct cost from this revenue, producer gets a profit. So revenue is equal to cost plus profit. So revenue means the receipts obtained by a firm from the sale of certain quantities of a commodity at various prices. Now this revenue is studied under three headings, or the main concepts of revenue are total revenue, that is TR, average revenue AR, and marginal revenue MR. First one is total revenue. Total revenue refers to the total amount received by the firm from the sale of a given level of output. It is the total amount ਜਿਹੜੀ ਇੱਕ firm receive ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ from the output it has sold. And ਉਸ quantity ਨੂੰ when you multiply with the particular price, you get the total revenue, because ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ receipts ਨੇ they are always calculated in the money terms. Like suppose ਇੱਕ firm ਨੇ 100 units sell ਕੀਤੇ at the price of ₹20. So 100 units multiplied by the 100 units multiplied by the price 20, TR is equal to 2000. That is the total revenue. So P is the price per unit and Q is the quantity of a commodity sold by that firm, that is known as the total revenue. So total revenue is equal to the price of the product multiplied by the number of the units of that commodity sold by the firm, that is called total revenue. Next comes the average revenue. It is the revenue which is per unit of output ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ firm ਨੇ earn ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ by selling the per unit of output, that is it is called average revenue. Average revenue you get by dividing total revenue by the total output sold. Like 2000 rupees is the TR and quantity sold is 100. AR is equal to 10. That is 10 rupees is the AR. Now this 10 rupees is exactly equal to the price of the product, that is ₹10. That is why we say average revenue and price are the synonymous or the same thing, because AR is the price of one unit of output and price is always the per unit of output. Like you can see in the formula, average revenue is equal to price. This average revenue is equal to price because average revenue, the formula है total revenue divided by total output sold, and TR the दूसरा formula, that is price into quantity sold. If you put this second formula in the first one, AR is equal to P into Q over Q, that is price into quantity sold divided by total output या quantity sold. This Q is cut out by this and AR is equal to the price. this is numerical equation. You can say we show that average revenue is equal to price. Another concept is this, कि average revenue of a curve of a particular firm is also known as the demand curve of a firm. Average revenue from a seller point of view, seller, they accordingly, it is the price which is they are going to charge from the buyer or they have got from the buyer. Same way, demand curve shows that at different prices, how much the firm has sold or how much the consumers have demanded from that firm. So it is the total amount which is paid by a consumer for buying that particular amount of commodity. That is, average revenue shows the money receipts of a particular quantity sold from charge from the buyer per unit. Same way, it shows that at this price how much unit of a commodity are sold. So average revenue curve shows the demand curve of a firm. Next concept is marginal revenue or the MR. Marginal revenue or MR is known as any addition to the total revenue when a unit of a commodity is sold. So MR is an addition to total revenue from the sale of additional unit of output sold. Marginal in microeconomics always stands for the additional, right? So marginal revenue is, you can find it out by change in total revenue divided by change in total output, or marginal revenue of n unit of n number of any unit can be found out by total revenue of n unit minus total revenue by n minus 1 unit. So these are the two formulas to find out the MR. This formula is used when you have to find out MR of a discrete series, when different units of output are given, like 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. But when the TR is given in a continuous series, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, then we can use this formula. MR nth is equal to TR nth unit minus TR n minus 1 unit. So this is the way you can find out the MR. So relationship between TR and MR can be studied under two headings. First one is when price is constant, and second situation is when price is variable, because these three are interrelated, interconnected. But these can be studied under two variations: when price is constant or price is fixed, and when price is variable, that price changes. When price is constant, that condition is known as fixed price, and that market is known as perfect competition. Same way, when price is variable, then it is known as imperfect competition. क्योंकि ਜਿਹੜੀ चीज़ perfect नहीं है, that is known as imperfect, and that imperfect competition is of two types. One is monopoly and second is monopolistic competition. I'm just going to tell you a brief of these two markets. Perfect competition, seller and buyer do not have any control on price. That is why price is fixed. Second is imperfect competition, when price is decided by the seller to some extent. In monopoly, price is decided by seller fully. That is called monopoly, because monopoly means single seller. When seller is one, he can fix his own price. Monopolistic competition is a market where the price is partially decided by the market and partially decided by the this seller. So this is what is going to work out between these two, because in a dona market the which price variable hai, it keeps on changing. Now first what we are going to study when price is constant or price is fixed, that is known as under perfect competition, right? Under perfect competition, when price is fixed or constant, average revenue is equal to marginal revenue and marginal revenue is equal to price. Or we can say price is equal to AR, price is equal to MR and AR is equal to MR. Because ਜਿਹੜੀ price है that is fixed. अगर price fixed है that means AR is also fixed. अगर AR fixed है that means ਜਿਹੜਾ TR च addition हो रहा है that is also fixed at constant rate. और अगर वो addition the rate constant है that means MR is constant. और अगर MR constant है TR will increase at constant rate. मतलब ਉਹਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ increase ਕਰਨ ਦਾ rate ਹੈ that is same. Like we go upstairs. When we move upstairs, each stair is placed at a same length or same height. And that is why the stairs increases at a constant rate. Because the addition in the stair is the same and that average of each stair will be the same. क्यों ਹੁੰਦਾ है? Because price is determined by the market forces of demand and supply, and this happens under the perfect competition. Price is given, so no firm can change that price. No firm can change that given price, but they can sell any quantity of the output at the given price. That means firm can change quantity but cannot change the price. That is why price is constant or price is fixed. Now let's discuss that relationship with the help of this schedule, table and the diagram. Let's study this with the schedule and the diagram. So in this, price is constant, it is fixed at rupees 10. First firm ने 1 unit sold. After selling 1 unit, TR is equal to 10, AR is also 10 and MR is also 10. Because MR the formula kisi, that is TR N minus TR N minus 1. At this point, this is N unit and back unit is 0, N minus 1 is 0, so MR is N, 10. Second, 2 units are sold, TR becomes 20, AR becomes again 10, 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. Next, MR, 20 minus 10 is equal to 10. Because this is N, this is N minus 1, right? Next, after 3 units, TR is 30. After 4 units is 40. After 5 units, it is 50. And when you find average revenue, that is total revenue divided by total units sold. 10 divided by 1, 10. 20 divided by 2, 10. 30 divided by 3 is 10. 50 divided by 5 is again 10. Same way MR, 10 minus back kuch nahi si, so it is 10. 20 minus 10 is 10. 30 minus 20 is again 10. 40 minus 30 is again 10. 50 minus 40 is again 10. So this shows price is equal to AR is equal to MR, which is fixed, which is constant, like the TFC curve you have done in the cost chapter, which is constant at all levels of output, which is constant at all levels of output. TR curve, AR is equal to MR, it is parallel to x-axis and it is horizontal straight line. AR is equal to price and it is constant. MR is equal to AR remains same at the all levels of output. when price is constant, AR is equal to MR, which remains same at all levels of output, which remains same at all levels of output. Due to this, due to fixed price, TR increases at constant rate. TR increases at constant rate and starts from the point of origin. Okay, when nothing is sold, TR is equal to 0. When nothing is sold, TR is equal to 0. That is why it starts from the origin. TR increases at a constant rate. And ਜਿਹੜੀ चीज़ constant rate ਤੇ increase करती है, it's a straight line because it's rising. When it's rising, have a linear slope, constant slope, it forms a straight line. So is it a positively sloped straight line? Because price is constant, AR is constant, and MR is also constant because the price is fixed by the market forces and it remains throughout the same. So price is fixed, price is equal to AR, is equal to MR. TR increases at constant rate because MR is constant. So this happens under the perfect competition. MR is equal to AR remains the same at all levels of output or sale. Price is equal to AR, which is also constant at all levels of output. Firm can sell any amount of output, but it cannot change the price because price is fixed by the market forces of demand and supply. Same way it happens under the perfect competition. So this is all about when price is constant under perfect competition. Second situation we will discuss tomorrow.